Hello, everyone. My name is Todd. I am a benefit educator at Wespath. I hope that everyone can hear me, and I hope that everyone can see my screen. You should see the HealthFlex Wellbeing Programs title page, and then a couple, it looks like, paddling away from us in a fine wooden canoe. So today we're going to review all of the Wespath HealthFlex related well-being programs and what they offer. If there's an incentive or some other benefit, we'll cover all of that. If you have a question, you can go ahead and just pop that in the question, or actually, if you have a question in the dashboard, the Zoom dashboard, there's a chat function, and you can go ahead and you click on that, left click on that, and it pulls up the chat window, and then you're able to submit your question. So go ahead and ask questions throughout the presentation today. This will take, probably 45 minutes to an hour or so. This will be recorded, and or it is being recorded right now. Actually, let me check that. Pause, stop. So it is being recorded. I will send you the link to the recording, and I'll also send you the slide deck as a PDF. And that will probably arrive in your email boxes by the end of the day on Monday. It takes a little while for us to get this uploaded into or onto YouTube. But anyway, let's continue. And our first slide, it looks like we're just talking about there's something in it for everyone. What I track in Virgin Pulse might be different than what you track in Virgin Pulse. So everybody's a little bit different. We have programs to hopefully attract everyone into the HealthFlex Wellbeing Program and keep everybody actively engaged, and then also moving in the direction of getting and staying healthy. It's particularly difficult for me this time of year, considering we started out with Halloween and the Halloween candy. Our plan there was to November 1st, we went and delivered the candy to our neighbors, and they took it into their work, so we didn't have to worry about grazing on copious amounts of leftover candy. But there's 5 dimensions of well-being in the HealthFlex well-being program. That's emotional, physical, social, financial, and spiritual. So all of those 5 different dimensions are going to be supported in our in the well-being efforts. So there's something for everyone. And a big piece of something for everyone are those 2 programs at the very top. You'll see that we have these actually set up. You'll actually see that we have these set up in a couple different categories. The first category is assess health risks and health status. And that is, that's with 2 different programs. The programs are available essentially from January 1 through August 31st. The first program is Blueprint for Wellness, or BFW. This is offered through Quest and Quest Blueprint for Wellness. This helps for the folks at Wespath and for the folks at Quest to help understand the health of the population and potentially where that health is trending. And these two programs, Blueprint for Wellness and Health Check, help to assess risk because we get information back from the vendor, from Quest, and also for Blueprint for Wellness. And we also get information back from Virgin Pulse on how those questionnaires were answered. So Health Check is an online health assessment, and this is where you put your information in. And technically, Health Check can be taken throughout the year. It could even be taken now. But the important time to actually complete it the first time would be from January 1st through August 31st. That's the incentive period. That's the period that you'll get credit for completing it. And the credit for completing it is to avoid the higher deductible for the following year. So Quest, Blueprint for Wellness, Virgin Pulse, Health Check, designed to assess risk. Each of those vendors provides us with reports and suggestions on what the population looks like, where it's trending. Is BMI getting better? Is BMI getting worse? Is A1C, which is a blood measurement, blood sugar measurement, is that getting better? Is that getting worse? And what this allows Wespath HealthFlex employees to do is to determine if additional programs need to be added, enhanced, to help meet those needs. And two big parts of that, or two big pieces that were added recently, was the enhancement of the chronic disease prevention and diabetes management programs. These are offered through Omada, and they're actually accessible. All this is accessible through your Virgin Pulse app. And the Virgin Pulse app, you can actually open that up and we can actually look at these as we talk about them. So I would encourage you to have your phone nearby with your, I just opened up my app. So there we go. I've completed my card, so I'm all set. So, okay. So through the Blueprint for Wellness, through the Health Check, and through a couple of other measures, it was deemed that we had a lot of individuals with elevated blood sugar. We had a lot of individuals that were with elevated blood sugar to indicate they had type 2 diabetes. So we began working with Omada on that program. So we brought in a program from Omada to help with individuals with type 2 diabetes. Over the last 3 years, that program has expanded to include being able to work with people with type 1 diabetes. So not only type 1, type 2, but now also type 1. But it was also designed to help people reduce their risk for chronic disease, heart disease, diabetes, and some forms of cancer. So that Omada program, the chronic disease prevention and diabetes management programs, those have been expanded over the last couple of years. And I would encourage you, if some of those words, if some of that rings in your ear, like, I would encourage you to check it out. Another component that was added, it was added to the MD Live program. So the MD Live has been a vendor that provided a physician line. 2 o'clock in the morning, your child wakes up or you wake up, you're not feeling well. You're able to call MD Live, talk to a board certified physician, and get that treatment going. I typically use that a couple times a year, if not just for me, but also for my kids and my wife. But probably 2 years ago, we added MD Live Behavioral Health. So what does that mean? You get a HealthFlex, you'll have a HealthFlex insurance card. On the back of the HealthFlex insurance card, you'll find a couple of phone numbers. And one of those phone numbers is for MD Live. And you're able to access or begin working with MD Live with behavioral health. So there's therapists and psychiatrists that can help with that. But there's also physicians that can help with non-emergency types of concerns. I think the last time I called them, I had a sty in my eye. Wasn't sure what it was, but it was one of those early morning things. Woke up not feeling good. By 7 a.m., I was on my way to pick up my script. So that was great. So the six that we see down below are kind of six signature programs, really. So Virgin Pulse, if you've been around for a while, Virgin Pulse has really grown into their current role. They're our primary wellness program, but they also serve as the hub where all of the wellness programming is located. So, and you're able to access all of that from your app, from your phone, or you can even go to just a laptop, computer, go to a web browser and log in there as well. The EAP program is known as Employee Assistance Program. They offer a couple different types of service. It's all free, it's all confidential, but these are services around your emotional well-being. MD Live Behavioral Health is another emotional well-being support tool. Then we have health coaching through Virgin Pulse. Virgin Pulse took over this role a couple of years ago when we moved from the prior vendor to Virgin Pulse being our primary wellness vendor. Then the app was also expanded with all of the different types of wellness programs that are offered. And then we have Weight Watchers. Weight Watchers has been around for a long, long time. And there's quite a number of people who've had success with that program. So those are the six primary ones. We'll even talk a little bit more about them, about these and some others as we continue. But we basically have two types of programs. One that's designed to assess risk or determine health status so that we can see things change over time. And then we have programs that are designed to help improve a particular part or parts of well-being. And as you probably know, Wespath loves to count things. So we count pretty much everything. How many people use this program? How many people used Ernst & Young? How many people completed Health Check? So when we see and when we hear that there's value to a program and it's underutilized, we spend more time trying to promote that to get the word out because it's valuable. If it's not valuable, then we find out why and potentially promote it better, or we find another vendor that can do it better. With the wellness programs, the first line or the first thing that you should do is enroll in Virgin Pulse. And I mentioned that Virgin Pulse is a wellness company. They've grown up over time. Back when we started with them in 2009, they were just a pedometer company. We would track steps and we would upload those steps, and pretty much that's what it was. Nowadays, it's much, much more than that. And if you're not enrolled, you'll want to go to that website right there and then just set up your account. You'll be prompted during that registration process to go to the store and purchase a Max Go. The Max Go is their current version of activity tracker. The activity trackers have changed over time. The previous model was called Max Buzz, and it was a little slimmer in profile. Didn't do as many things as Max Go does, but my point is, if you have a Max Buzz, that Max Buzz will continue to work into the future. Max Goes are available in the store. So if you're enrolling the first time, you'll be prompted to go into the store and purchase the Max Go. I keep saying purchase because that's the process. You'll go through a similar process like when you go and purchase something else online, like Amazon or Target. But once you get to the very end, the cost of the Max Go will zero out. So if you have not purchased a Max Buzz or a Max Go from your account, you should have that in your that credit in your account. And that will get shipped to you. It'll arrive in about 5 to 7 business days. With the rapid shipping through Amazon, I think it's kind of disengaged us from potentially reality. with how quickly we can get our goods that we order from Amazon. Virgin Pulse isn't quite that big of a company yet, so they ship every day, but they're only shipping out of one location. They're not shipping out of multiple locations, so it'll take 5 to 7 days. If you just enrolled and you just ordered your Max, you don't have to wait to begin using the program. You could actually go to your app store. So if you have an iPhone, you can go to Apple. If you have a Samsung or Google, you go to those respective stores, app stores. And this is free. So what you're going to do is you're going to download the Virgin Pulse app. And it'll look like that little logo in that diagram up here in that little picture. So red Virgin, blue Pulse, it'll look just like that. You'll want to download that onto your phone and then use the same password and login that you used to create your Virgin Pulse account. And then now, once you do that, now you're logged into your Virgin Pulse account and you're able to use the program. You can complete HQ on your Virgin Pulse app. You can set up coaching. You could schedule a coaching call. You can complete a journey, which I'll get to in a little bit. You can also track sleep, upload steps, and all of those activities earn points. As you earn points, you move through the different levels. When you reach level 1, 2, 3, and 4, you'll receive what's called Pulse Cash. Pulse Cash is just money. Pulse Cash will sit in your account. Pulse Cash never expires. Pulse Cash can be used to purchase something from the store. Pulse Cash can be donated through the app, and Pulse Cash can also be transferred to your bank account. I misspoke. In order to donate, you'll need to do that from your desktop. So to donate or to move your money from your Virgin Pulse account into your bank account, you'll need to go to a laptop, desktop, computer, and log into your account using the web browser. So they want that done behind a firewall. All of the other activities can be done from the app. So once you've downloaded the app, you're able to begin engaging in the program. You don't need to wait for that pedometer to arrive. I'll talk about some point earning opportunities a little bit later. You'll also need your Virgin Pulse app to connect with your Max Buzz or your Max Go. So that device that you get from Virgin Pulse will be connected to that mobile phone app. So you need to use that to get your steps over and your sleep over and good stuff. But you can also log into your account, going to virginpulse.com and then just clicking logging in as a member. And then from there, you're able to interact with the program, schedule a health coaching visit, complete HQ, track sleep, do all that stuff. So that's your opportunity to engage is either with the Virgin Pulse app or with the computer, and you log in with using a web browser. My preference is the Virgin Pulse app just because it's so convenient. Okay. There is a little bit of a change. Coming January 1. Virgin Pulse is changing its name to Personify Health. They actually have merged with another company, and they're formally changing the name with us on January 1. You won't really have to do anything. So they're changing the name, but part of this transition, there's going to be 2 milestones, and they'll be easy milestones. So on Monday, December 9th, Wespath will be updating benefits access single sign-on to Virgin Pulse, Virgin Pulse Personify Health. So if you log into Virgin Pulse via benefits access, you'll be asked to complete a one-time login with your username and password. So beginning Monday, December 9th, if you log in using benefits access, this would be just for primary participants. Spouses won't have access to benefits access. Benefits access is where you're also able to see all of your benefits, including retirement and all that. But that's the benefits access is only available or is only provided to primary participants. So that would be just for primary participant. If you log into benefits access to get to Virgin Pulse, you'll be asked to log in again to get to the new the Personify Health. And then on Monday, December 16th, the Virgin Pulse app icon will change to Personify Health. So it'll change from that red and blue Virgin Pulse to what we see here as Personify Health. There'll be an additional release of the app on January 1 that will require another update, and you'll be asked to sign back in. So essentially, what you'll need to do over the next 5 weeks or so, keep using the program, okay? If you get prompted from the app to enter your password and login information, just go ahead and enter that again. And then come January 2nd, we'll be all good to go. The rest of the program, the incentives, the programs that are offered are all staying the same. So no change there. So there's tons of ways to earn points. And the theme, there's something for everyone, has been around, or we've been using that for a while, because it's truer today than it was 10 years ago. It's because there's so many different things to do in the Virgin Pulse app, and many of those earn either wellness credits or points. Both of those, points or wellness credits, both of those add up, and both of those, once you reach a milestone, you'll earn Virgin Pulse cash. Here is just a snapshot of the ways to earn. You could actually see more if you open up your Virgin Pulse app, and then it'll say welcome, and then your name in the upper left-hand corner. So mine says, welcome, Todd. Below that, I see a title that says rewards. If I click on rewards, it'll take me to the reward page. And then across the top, underneath rewards, it'll say how to earn, my earnings, and spend. So how to earn shows all the different ways to earn points and wellness credits. So these are what we see on the screen are point earning opportunities. Points relate to the levels, okay? So everyone begins at level 0 on the first day of each quarter. And then as you do these activities, so what we see here, if you add a friend, so you can actually send a little note to a friend through the system, through the app, and it'll say, hey, Betty, we're friends. I know you. Would you join me in Virgin Pulse? You would click, they would then click yes. Every time you have somebody click yes, you earn points. And you're allowed to do 5 of those for a total of 250 points. If you add a profile picture, you'll earn 100 points. You don't need to add a picture of yourself. I actually have a picture of a cake pop. I like cake pops from Starbucks. They're a little bit on the spendy side, so I don't get one frequently. But when I do get a cake pop, I get a cake pop. So my profile picture is a cake pop. I would encourage you to upload something that brings you joy. Picture of a grandkid, picture of a dog, picture of a sunset. Those all bring smiles to my face, and I hope so for you. Now, the big point earning opportunity are what we're going to talk about in the next 5 minutes. Daily, there's a ton of ways to earn points daily. For example, step uploads. Okay, so step uploads, you'll receive 10 points for every 1,000 steps you upload. So if you upload 999 steps, you didn't reach 1,000, so you haven't earned any points yet. Once you reach 1,000 points, 1,000 steps, now you'll earn 10 points. When I'm at home, like I am today, when I'm working from home, I typically get, I don't know, 2,500 steps. That's far short of my goal. So I need to make a plan. I need to go do something else, either at the beginning of the day, during the day, or at the end of the day to get my activity level up because I'm pretty sedentary. So if I finish the day at 2,500 points or 2,500 steps, I'm only going to get 20 points. But if I take another 500 steps, getting to 1,000 steps, I'm sorry, getting to 3,000 steps, then I now have 30 points. You'll get rewarded up to 14,000 steps. So the maximum points earned each day is 140 from steps, but you can also do other activities. Each day, Virgin Pulse will serve you up 2 cards. A card is just a habit or a tip or a trick that is around all 5 dimensions of well-being. Could be social, could be emotional, could be spiritual, could be physical. Might be something like, hey, instead of you're hungry during the day, instead of reaching for a snack, maybe reach for a glass of water first. Maybe go for a walk. Maybe decide if you're really hungry first, right? And that's one thing that I typically do is have water by me so that if I can wet my whistle, but that way that's my first line of defense instead of going upstairs getting some Cheez-Its, or although I do have my next snack, a nice little apple next to me. But so the cards are point earning opportunities every day. You'll get 2 each day. If you didn't do your cards yesterday, that's okay. You'll get 2 new cards today, but you can only do today's cards today. You can't go back in time. So 40 points a day. Another powerful way to earn points is tracking healthy habits. And your healthy habits, there's some pre-planned healthy habits in your account. You can add or subtract from those healthy habits. You get 10 points for tracking a habit. And you could track the first 3 that you track in a day, you'll get 10 points each for a total of 30. I typically track between 5 and 6 habits, 5 and 8 habits a day. There's some that I focus on beginning of the month, and there's some that I focus on toward the end of the month. So I kind of flip what I'm looking at, but I'm using that app every day, and I'm tracking my habits every day to earn those points. The Max Go, the Max Buzz, and most other devices will also track your sleep. When you wear your device to bed and then you upload it the next morning, you'll receive 20 points for tracking your sleep. If you've slept at least 7 hours, you'll get an additional 50 points. So you'll get 70 points for tracking your sleep and sleeping at least 7 hours. So 70 points times 31 days in a month, it's a really good way to move through those levels. Another fabulous way to move through those levels is through the monthly bonuses. And these are monthly. And last I checked, there's the bonus earning opportunity each month is close to 3,400 points. So that's not 3,400 points for the quarter. That's 3,400 points for each month. I mentioned the quarter. Everybody starts at level 0 the first day of every quarter. That's the first day of the month. So that means you have 3,400 points available as bonus in October, 3,400 bonus points in November, and 3,400 bonus points in December. So it's really possible for everyone to reach level 4 because of the wide variety of ways to earn points, and then also those bonus opportunities with each of the ways to earn points. I hope that makes sense. I hope that inspires you. I hope that makes you want to go in, look. And speaking of that, let's go in real quick. So open up your app and then click rewards, that title. If you click how to earn, And then you'll see your level rewards, and then in red, and it'll tell you how many points you have today. You'll scroll down, and then you could click on learn how to earn more points. So points are earned by the daily step uploads, by tracking sleep, by completing daily cards. Then you're able to scroll down on your app on your phone. You'll see 100, they have it spelled out. If you take 4,000 steps, it's 40 points. If you take 5,000 steps, it's 50. So we kind of get used to that, right? The most you can earn for a step upload is 140 points in that day. Then as you scroll, you'll see track steps 10 days in a month, track steps 20 days in a month. So if you track steps 10 days in a month, that's 100 points. If you track steps 20 days in a month, that's 200 points. So if you track that, that's 300 points right there as bonus. And that's not 20 days in a row or 10 days in a row. That's a total of 20 times or 10 times in a month, because the beginning of the next month, that starts at 0 and you start working on those monthly bonuses again. Some really huge bonuses. If you take 7,000 steps 20 times in a month, 400 points. If you take 10,000 steps 20 days in a month, that's 500 points. Now you might be thinking, oh my goodness, that is a lot. I don't know if I could do that. Well, set a goal, right? Try maybe on the weekends getting one day 10,000 steps, or your day off, or maybe 7,000 steps. What I'm here to encourage you, it's not perfection, it's consistency. So we don't have to be perfect, we just have to be consistent. Okay, so tons of points for doing things 10 times in a month, 20 times in a month. And to get there, you just go to open your app, click on rewards, click on how to earn points. So you can earn up to $40 a quarter, and that comes out to $60 or $60 annually. So there's 4 quarters in the month. We're currently in Q4. That runs October, November, December. January 1 of 25 starts Q1 of 2025. Level 0 is where everybody begins. When you earn 1,000 points, you've reached level 1, and that's $5 in Pulse Cash. Level 2 is 5,000 points and $15 in Pulse Cash. Level 3 is another $10 in Pulse Cash and 10,000 points. Level 4 is 15,000 points and another $10. So it goes 5, 15, 10, and 10 for a total of $40 a quarter. Tons of ways to earn points, tons of ways to earn bonuses. That Pulse Cash doesn't expire. You're able to buy devices and things out of the Virgin Pulse store, but you're also able to transfer that to your bank account. I think over the 12 years that my wife and I have been using this program, we've purchased a refrigerator, we've purchased a stove. What else? I know we've gone on little weekend vacations, water park skiing with the kids. So it's a nice way to earn some money that you don't have to worry about spending, right? Because it's not in our financial budget. So it's bonus money. So wellness credits are another point earning or another incentive earning opportunity. This program runs January 1 through December 31st, so there's still time to do it now. There's a variety of activities that you can complete to earn 150 credits. Once you reach 150 credits, Virgin Pulse will put $150 Pulse Cash into your account. Where do you learn about the point or the wellness credit earning opportunities? Right on your phone. So open your app, click on rewards. Once you've clicked on rewards, you see the red banner here. Then all you need to do is scroll down. So if you complete health check, you'll earn 35 wellness credits. And then you'll see things like improved blood pressure, improved body mass index, improved waist circumference, ideal A1C, ideal HDL. What does that mean? Well, there's wellness credits that are associated with 7 tests from the Blueprint for Wellness biometric screening. So if you completed the biometric screening this year, you may have already earned wellness credits. You might have a wellness credit total already accumulating, okay? There's 7 measures that have points associated with them or credits. And if you're in the American Heart Association desired range, or if you've improved it from the year before, then you'll get 20 points. So 7 measures times 20 points, you can earn 140 wellness credits out of the 150 by having values that you've either improved or maintained a American Heart Association desired range. So you might already be earning those. And all of those are listed there. After you've completed, as you complete these, and then you scroll down that wellness credit reward page, there'll be a green check mark. That green check mark shows that you earned that. For example, it shows that I've earned 150 wellness credits, but then as I scroll up, you'll see that, yeah, I've done a number of activities to earn those. Complete a journey step. And it actually looks like I got some wellness credits from my Blueprint for Wellness screening last summer. So very good there. Virgin Pulse, earn up to 160. Wellness credits, earn up to 150. And then the last earning opportunity from a cash incentive standpoint is Blueprint for Wellness. So Blueprint for Wellness runs in the same time frame as Health Check, January 1 through August 31st. When you complete this, a couple days after you complete this, Virgin Pulse will deposit $100 in Pulse Cash in your account. That Pulse Cash spends just like money, and there's about 28 different tests that are measured. My Guide to Health is the summary report that Quest sends about 3 weeks after you complete the screening. That report is wonderful. It's color. There's a lot of color on there. They've gone to great lengths to make it easy to understand. Not everybody's a medical professional, so you should be able to read that and be able to read it and understand what the test is about. That's one thing that I really like about that, is because it's clear, it's concise. I can go back in and I can show it to my doc and say, hey, they say I need, and they understand. So that My Guide to Health report will land in your mailbox, your physical mailbox, about 3 weeks after you complete the screening. Tests, it'll measure your thyroid, it'll measure cholesterol for your heart, inflammation, it'll measure a couple different blood sugars, your A1C and regular fasting blood sugar, so pancreas health. It'll also measure kidney function. So multiple tests across multiple different systems in the body. I bring that, actually, I just had to change doctors because my previous internist retired. So I just had my visit with my new doc a couple weeks ago. I have to say he was very impressed with the My Guide to Health. There's also a page in the back that you could pull out and give them, and it's a summary of all of your tests, including about 5 years worth of history. So Blueprint for Wellness is a wonderful opportunity to get a bunch of medical tests done at no cost to you, and you even receive $100 for it. in Pulse Cash. If you complete Blueprint for Wellness first, then your Blueprint for Wellness numbers will populate Health Check. Health Check is done through your Virgin Pulse app, same time range, January 1 to August 31st. If you are married and your spouse is also covered by HealthFlex, so if you're both covered by HealthFlex, you both need to complete Health Check in that time frame to avoid the higher deductible for the next year. So you always do it this year in your current year to avoid the higher deductible for next year. Okay. Virgin Pulse Coaching. I can't speak highly enough about this program. These are really great people. When we moved over to Virgin Pulse for health coaching, we got a chance, the benefit education team got a chance to experience the coaching process. And me, with my exercise physiology background, I was impressed with how they approached it. Essentially, health coaches are there to provide expert guidance. They're there to be kind, but they're also there to hold you accountable on the things that you want to achieve, whether it's a weight loss goal or it's a physical activity goal or it's learning techniques to reduce stress. That's all within the wheelhouse of these, the coaches. What I like is that they're degreed, they're certified, and they know what they speak about. If we went to Google and just typed in, how do I reduce stress? We'd probably get a number of hits that we couldn't comprehend. 3 billion, 3 trillion, 4 trillion, whatever. But that doesn't get us any closer to making a decision. That doesn't get any closer to us doing good things toward that goal. Virgin Pulse Health Coaching is that. Because they're degreed, because they're certified, they're talking about things that they are experts in. That includes eating healthy, so nutrition, physical activity, weight loss, stress reduction, how to sleep better. One of the things that's really helped my sleep, I'll talk about a little bit more. There's a sleep app, or there's a sleep function in your phone, in the Virgin Pulse app, that's really cool. So that's really helped me sleep better. I'm going to point that out in a little bit. They can also talk to you about anxiety, depression, chronic pain, pregnancy, substance support, a massive number of areas that they can help in. And because they're experts in that area, you could rest assured it's quality information. So journeys are kind of like coaching light. So journeys are different in that you're not interacting with a person. It's not a health coach. It is a curriculum or a course that was written that it's designed to be multiple weeks. So most of them have 10 to 12 steps, and it provides information about that particular topic. Like, let's say I did one on low back pain just a couple of weeks ago, and it talks about the function of low back pain. It talks about the exercises and the things that you can do to avoid low back pain. And one of those that it talked about was posture. And let me adjust my posture right now. But these are multi-week guided tours. And essentially each day there's a step that you can go in and learn about that particular step, indicate that you completed it, and then you'll be ready for the, step 2, step 3, step 4, all the way until the end. And that's when you get your wellness credits for completing it. But there are tons of these available as well. Also, all available through the Virgin Pulse app. And you get to Journeys by opening that Virgin Pulse app. And then you'd click on Health down in the lower left-hand corner. And then at the top, it'll say Journeys. So you can go ahead and click Journeys, and it'll take you to the Journeys page. And from there, you're able to sort through. They've got journeys on getting active, eating healthy, sleeping well, mental health and well-being, managing stress. One of those is coping under pressure. I did that one over the summer. I really enjoyed it. So I have it flagged for me to do it again in 25. being productive, learning new things, purpose and belonging. So kind of getting into emotional and spiritual, talking about healthy relationships, acting sustainably. So there are so many things to do in here. Thankfully, it's convenient and very user friendly. A key here on the slide: participants develop literacy or competency or confidence, right? Sometimes we don't want to start something because we don't want to feel like we failed or we don't want it to be difficult. These journeys are designed for you to master each step in small bites. So each step is a small bite so that you feel good about it. You're like, hey, it wasn't so hard. So I would encourage you to try Virgin Pulse online journeys. Next up is the nutrition guide. So I love the nutrition guide and I love the sleep guide, which is the next slide, for a bunch of reasons. First of all, when you set up the nutrition guide or when you set up this sleep guide, you earn 250 points. I would encourage you to set these up each quarter. I do these the first day of each quarter. I just move it to the next one. So for example, you'll see that Energized Eater is orange. Well, that's the habit that I was working on when I took this screenshot. So I was working on Energized Eater. Then, so I'm like, I want to be an energized eater. It's I eat to nourish my body so I feel energized and focused all day. Believe it or not, that nutrition guide didn't include cheeseburgers, fried chicken, or eggs Benedict. It included eating other things, right, to stay energized. You'll select the type of eater that you want to be, and then it'll add 3 healthy habits to your healthy habit tracking to help support that particular part of the nutrition guide. You'll earn 250 points for doing that, and you can earn those points once per quarter. Sleep guide, same concept. You'll go in, you'll select the type of what you want to work on. And for me, it's preparing to sleep, kind of shutting it down, and then keeping it going. If I wake up at 1 o'clock at night, what am I going to do to get back into sleep mode instead of thinking about my to-do list? Oh, I've got a webinar tomorrow. I've got this, I've got that. So keeping it going and preparing to sleep are 2 of my favorites, but I've done all of them, and they're all valuable. So you select those habits that you want to work on. You select your sleep goal. So 7 hours, 7.5 hours, you'll enter that. And then you indicate how you wanted to keep track of and if you have a max go, you'd use max go, max buzz, max buzz. So that's how you do it. You'll earn 250 points for setting up that sleep guide once per quarter. So on the first day of each quarter, that's 500 points for being focused on those 2 components. Great way to get the quarter moving. Then the next, the chronic disease prevention and the diabetes management programs are offered through Amada Health. You'll need to see if you qualify, and you'll qualify by going into your Virgin Pulse app. You'll click on the benefits tab at the bottom, and then you might have to scroll down to find it. The other thing you could do in the upper right-hand corner is click View All, and then you're able to scroll through all of the programs. So I just clicked on diabetes management. There's a button that says Start Now, and then there's a little video that talks about it, and then there's some questions that you'll ask. So not everybody is going to qualify for that program. If you're pregnant or currently undergoing treatment for a chronic disease like cancer or something like that, they'll exclude you from it because they want you to focus on that other concern. When things are better, you can come back and see if you qualify again. But participants in the program will get a wireless smart scale that'll get mailed to your home. You'll be able to open that up at home, plug it in, charge it, step on it, and then your weight is going to automatically go into the program. It's online curriculum, and the goal is for weight loss and also to reduce your risk for developing diabetes, heart disease, with a focus on maintaining or reaching and then maintaining a healthy weight. So wonderful program there. You'll also earn 150 wellness credits if for 9 weeks you've been along with the program, uploading your weight, interacting, completing the content each week. You'll earn 150 points for that. And then same thing for the diabetes management. So if you complete 9 weeks, 9 out of the 16 weeks, high engagement, and the high engagement definition is actually in the Virgin Pulse app. But this is an online management program for people with type 1 or type 2 diabetes. Coaching is provided by a certified diabetes care and education specialist. That's a mouthful, but that's also a really hard certification to get. I looked at that over the summer and went, oh, that'd be kind of neat to look into that. It's hard. There's a lot of those folks have a good education and a great work history because they are practicing what is needed to help support the individuals manage type 1 and type 2 diabetes, including medication management. So they can also help with medication management. This too, you'll get a scale to monitor progress, but you'll also get a cellular connected blood glucose meter as well. And both of those will upload into the program. For both the diabetes management and the chronic disease prevention, there's an online group that you'll be put into. Don't worry about that. You can participate anonymously. It doesn't have to have your name listed there, and it doesn't have to have your picture. When I was involved in the program, I saw plenty of sunsets, plenty of pets. I only saw one person with a cake pop, though, and that was me. Cake pop is the profile picture. So you can participate anonymously in that. It's a wonderful, wonderful program. So now the next couple of slides are moving into the emotional support or emotional health dimension. And over the last probably 6-7 years, particularly since COVID, Wespath has noticed a decline in clergy emotional health. And as a result, that's why we added the MD Live behavioral health to the suite of emotional services. The EAP, the Employee Assistance Program, is a confidential counseling and support vendor. They are here to help manage issues in your personal or professional life. You're allowed 8 no-cost sessions per concern per year. And then you're able to transition into your behavioral health benefit. So if you let them know on the EAP line, that 800 number, let them know what your insurance plan is, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois, United Healthcare, whatever it is, you're able to, and let them know that you're looking for somebody that's in that network. If you need additional sessions after those 8, then you could stay with the same counselor and you transition into your behavioral health benefit through HealthFlex. They're available to talk and get started 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They'll also give you an EAP authorization code. You'll then give that authorization code to the person to the counselor that you're working with. They can help you with stress, anxiety, depression, substance abuse, marital and family satisfaction, conflicts at work. They can really help you work through some serious things. When my youngest son was born, my middle son, who was just shy of his 3rd birthday when his little brother was born, my 3-year-old was potty trained. When we came home from the hospital, he was no longer potty trained. So my wife and I were concerned. We thought we had done something. So we actually signed up and went to the EAP at that time. It turned out that it was normal, but we needed to kind of work through that with a professional because we thought we broke him. And we went off to the hospital, brought home another baby, and now the middle son is no longer potty trained. We broke him. But through the EAP sessions, the EAP sessions were really, in this case, were more for my wife and I. John was gonna, my middle son, the 3-year-old, he was gonna get back on track as the counselor said. He'll how many preschoolers do you see in diapers? How many kindergartners do you see in diapers? It's like, well, no, he'll be fine. And as it turned out, it did. Now he's 21 years old. So that was 18 years ago. To this day, we still drive by that office building where Dr. Martha was. And he always nudges me and said, Dad, should we go see Dr. Martha? Absolutely, if you think we need to. So a lot of great stuff with the EAP. You can also set up Talkspace through the EAP. And this will allow you to set up video sessions, live video sessions with a counselor. And it's still the same 8 sessions, except now you're doing the 8 sessions through the Talkspace video app. To set that up, you would just call the 800 number there. It's the same number. Let them know that you want to use Talkspace, and they'll walk you through the process to get it started. So essentially, you'll just go there, you'll set that up, and then you're able to do the video sessions through your phone. So the EAP, you have Talkspace, and then there's also MD Live. So MD Live does 2 things, right? The physician phone line, but they can also do the behavioral health therapy and psychiatry. That's also from the same 800 number. I would suggest calling them and setting that up before you need it. So then that way you don't have to do that step when things might be a little stressful. What MD Live gives you access to, it's 24-hour or 24/7 online scheduling and telephonic support. They don't do texts, but they will have, you can talk to your counselor or your psychiatrist via phone or even video through their app. And you may even be able to get evening and weekend appointments. So it's a great way to get those needs met. If you're not sure what is best for you, you can always go and scan this, or you can also go to wespath.org and type in Interactive Guide to Mental Health Resources in the little search function, and that will bring you to this document. If you're online, hang on, if you scan this QR code with your phone, then it'll pull that page up. If you wanted to just go to wespath.org and search by the interactive guide, then that would be pulled up on your web page, and all you do is just click here to begin, and it's just going to ask you some questions, and it'll kind of navigate through those resources and then provide a recommendation based on what you put in. For example, no, I don't have, let's say if you live in a very rural area, there aren't a lot of counselors there, you want to see somebody virtually, it'll walk through that path and help you with that result. Weight Watchers, tried and true. Weight Watchers is a program that a lot of people have had success with. Weight Watchers has changed their name a little bit. So you'll actually see Weight Watchers with no space in between it. That's how they spell their new name. A couple summers ago, they went from Weight Watchers with a space in between, Weight and Watchers, to WW. And then from WW, they went back to Weight Watchers. Same great program. Wespath offers, or HealthFlex offers, 2 different levels of program. The core is all online, and that's $9.75 a month. And that allows you to go on, see all the content, see all their suggestions to see the program and all that. Premium adds to the core. So premium includes all of the online stuff, but then also allows you to go to the weekly in-person meetings, okay? So premium is online and weekly meetings, and then core is just online content. If you scan this QR code or take a picture of that link tree and then enter that into a web browser, you'll see all the content that we've talked about today. It's a nice little summary. I'll include this link on my follow-up email that I'll send out on Monday. That email will include the recording of this, the PDF of the slides, and then I'll include the links to these different documents as well. Key takeaway, there's something in it for everyone, and it's not perfection, it's consistency. We just get up and we keep trying. We get up and we do. And then along with that, we have to be kind, right? Things aren't linear. In life, there's ups and downs. We're happy for the ups, but we understand that with an up, there's going to be a down. And with the down, we make sure that we don't get too low, and we try to boost ourselves up and keep positive and keep moving forward. So consistency is key, and be kind to yourself. Are there any questions? Okay. Well, I don't see any questions. I ran over a little bit. It's 3:02 Central Time. Apologize for that. But I appreciate everyone being here today. And I hope that you engage in the program, and look forward to my email. Look for my email next Monday. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye-bye.